Heroes and Zeros here today. A couple of teenage heroes stopped some porch pirates in mid-theft. It happened, and this is actually a nice deal for a couple of teens in Fort Smith, Arkansas. They were playing video games, and their mom happened to look out the window and saw two other teenagers first walking by, then running by, and she said, something's wrong with this. Something's going on here. The mom actually described what she saw.
I noticed two kids were walking down the road, and then I glanced back a few minutes later and saw the same kids running down the road, and it just looked a little bit suspicious. So I said, I think those kids just stole packages.
The mom alarm went off for her, that we heard about earlier. So she goes to her own teenagers who were playing video games on the couch and said, why don't y'all run after them and get those packages back? Yeah. She said, they just stole. So the teenagers were like, all right, let's go get them. So they ran them down and took them back to the home where they had stolen the packages and made them knock on the door, and the homeowner was home, and explain what they had done.
Oh, Larry was asking me, hey, you want to go get him? I dropped the Wii remote right there and said, let's go get him.
And we both started sprinting down the street.
We decided to walk them back to the house they stole from with the packages, made them knock on the door and tell them what they did, and they got a lecture.
Boom. Boom.
How old were they?
Got nailed.
Were the perps? They must have been younger than these.
Perps were 14 and 15.
Okay.
Heroes were 17 and 18, as you just heard.
They got some size on them.
And they got a lecture.
Okay. Would your son Kelly have put down Call of Duty?
Oh, my God. No.
To be a hero?
No. Are you kidding? He would not have moved 1 inch. No way.
Amazon will replace it.
He would never, ever do it. He would not want to get, and I wouldn't send him to do it.
No, that's dangerous.
I mean,
what those kids got on them.
I hate to say, but I would never think to send my kids after those kids. But boy, that woman did. She said, why don't y'all go chasing after them and see if you can catch them? And that's exactly what happened. I was impressed.
But just took them there and didn't call the cops or anything.
No, just took them and made them redeliver, and you heard the punishment there.
We're not in reform school this morning?
Lecture from
Maybe it'll stick.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe. Let's hope, The Zero today, those are the heroes. The Zero is a man who was filmed on TikTok. Apparently, he went home with some Taco Bell and decided to warm up his Taco Bell item in his microwave, and it caused the microwave to blow up because there's hidden aluminum inside the packaging at Taco Bell.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that stuff.
Yeah, so he would...
We have an expert on the line.
Are you listening to this?
You know about this?
So I'm just saying, any of those to-go packages, it looks just like paper, but sometimes
That's
not.
Right. That's right.
Yeah.
It's got aluminum in the middle of it. Yeah. So he said he marched back up to the Taco Bell and started giving an earful to the Taco Bell manager. And the manager said, I'm sorry, there's aluminum. He goes, who's paying for my microwave? And the manager said, I guess you're going to have to pay for your microwave. So he launched the burrito at but it missed him.
No.
Hit the sign behind him. But they arrested the man who wound up doing it. And he was repeating the F word over and over and over.
Yeah.
Who's going to replace my effing microwave?
I thought it was wax paper. It's just the white paper that's got a little Taco Bell logo all over it.
It has a little bit of aluminum.
But sometimes it can have that in there. Yeah,
Come
to
on.
help keep the heat. Yeah.
Yeah, there are. I don't know.
Well, like sometimes when we get Mexican to go, like the quesadillas always come in foil.
Yes.
Right. That I get.
This is like hidden. There's aluminum on it, but you don't realize there's aluminum on it. I haven't been to Taco Bell in a long time, but I'm trying to picture the packaging that it would
Do you think
be.
your daughter? She's a Taco Bell fan.
She loves Taco Bell.
Could she blow up your space oven?
I'm surprised she hasn't. In fact, young kids, I have to keep telling them, by the way, never put aluminum in the microwave. Because, we knew that growing up. They were invented, and everybody said, don't put aluminum in them.
Taco Bell out of the microwave ain't no prize, by the way.
Yeah, that's what he was having, day old Taco Bell. Heroin Scott, you're talking about these kids who chased down the porch pirates. They're heroes. Go ahead.
Okay, first off, I'm not saying what they done was wrong, but for the mom to encourage it, how does she know those other kids that were criminals already, obviously, were not armed and didn't have guns, and how bad would she have felt if her kids got shot? Secondly, I came downstairs here a few weeks ago. My 12-year-old son had a literal can of spaghetti and meatballs in the microwave, microwaving the can and all. And I was like, What are you doing?
I find they don't know.
He's being true to himself.
They just don't know.
It doesn't mean he's a bad kid.
I should put it on the microwave. Do not microwave anything metal. Because you feel like they just do, but it's not told to them. Thank you, Heroin Scott. I had the same thought on that woman. I don't think I would have sent my kids out there running after somebody who, because they are criminals.
I bet 99 out of 100 wouldn't.
I agree. I can't imagine.
This day and age.
Yeah, right.
25 years ago, it's different.
Or more. But
Or more.
Today, no.
Do you think, I mean, she knew them? She knew their parents, the little ones?
Didn't seem to,
Maybe
maybe.
kids knew them?
Possible. Rosebud, you're talking about heating things up in the microwave. Go ahead.
Good morning, P1 Salisbury.
Thank you, Rosebud. Yes.
Yes, sir. By the way, there will be no wind-up today. Just put that out there in the beginning.
Well, you wound me up the other day. Remember that wind-up he had to me the other day?
I know I did. Hey, I apologize.
It's okay. It's okay. You know, we're
but-
friends. We're friends.
That's right. I used to work at a bar, and we served popcorn, and what I found out after the fact was a wicker-looking basket.
Mm-hmm.
And I figured these girls asked me to heat up some popcorn. 5-10 seconds in the microwave wouldn't hurt anything.
Mm-hmm.
Come to find out, it's wicker-looking. It's like a material that's basically dipped in, like wire that's dipped in this wicker-looking stuff. And the microwave started going all crazy. So I reached in there real quick and grabbed the thing out of there because I thought it was, going to cause an explosion. Well, next thing you know, I got this wicker ooze all over my hand. Second-degree burns all over my right hand.
Oh, my God. That quickly, too. Boy, that's fast. Yeah. Man, microwave is just something you got to be really sure what you put in there. I mean, a wonderful product.
Yeah, it's fine.
Science.
Great.
He's not a fan.
How many times you use it a week?
Thank you, Rosebud. 3 times daily. What's that?
So
2021.
You're right.
21.
I mean to ask you, Kristen, how many times you use your microwave in a week?
In a week?
Yeah.
Once.
Yeah, I would
per
think
week.
so, too.
Oh, we get that thing. That thing's running now. That thing's humming. And I'm loving my 10-in-1 Ninja air fryer.
Yeah, 4-in-1.
Really, all we ever use it for is heat up toast. So, Patrick, you're talking about Taco Bell. This guy put his wrapper in the microwave, and it messed up his microwave. Go ahead.
Hey, good morning. Love the show, everything. Real quick, 2 quick points. One, I made a terrible decision when I was in high school. We had those Clucks Deluxe sandwiches that were like Chick-fil-A knockoffs.
Yes,
and I brought
Clucks Deluxe. I like that. I like that.
This is North Carolina, and I went to warm it up at home, and sure enough, it started sparking like a damn lightning storm because it's wrapped in its inside material is like aluminum foil or whatever. Well, so I learned my lesson. But this guy with Taco Bell, man, I know they wrap their tacos in the wax paper, but there are certain things that they wrap to keep extra warm, like a breakfast burrito or whatever else.
Yeah.
You can feel it. It feels like aluminum foil. Like, that's just stupidity on his part.
That's the wrapping he put in there. I think some items are just with
that may be.
paper.
If it looks like it's silver,
yeah. Well,
don't put it in there.
I think what he's saying. Thank you, Patrick. Appreciate you. It does have a different feel to, and you can see the silver, but I think only on the inside. You know what I'm saying? So if it's
it doesn't look outside.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But on the inside because it keeps it warm. It keeps it. And you can't put a Chick-fil-A sandwich bag in there. That's aluminum on the inside.
You got to put stuff on a plate.
You've seen, yes,
put it in there.
We know that. But we grew up same.
Yeah,
we're country strong.
Got to.
It was your first oven. You had to get out and rotate the meal by hand.
Oh yeah,
that didn't spin.
Never spun.
It was huge. It was bigger than that TV monitor. Computer monitor.
We bought it.
I think my dad paid like $700 for it.
Us too. And we surprised my mother with it for her birthday or something, and we had it in place. It was huge.
Yours have that probe you could jam into meat.
Yes,
that never got used.
Yes. And we had the cookbook showing how you could make.
We'll make pot roast in it.
Love it.
Comes out half raw.
Love it.
Never did it again.
It is a fantastic invention.
No.
But we had the cookbook that we didn't use very much.
Of course not.
Eggs and so forth. Breakfast you could make, in a fraction of the time you can make the other stuff. But of course now, these days, we're using it quite often. We got some egg bites the other day that are terrific.
Egg bites?
They're made for the microwave.
Sounds delightful.
They're, they're chopped together. It's like a congealed egg with bacon and so forth in it. You should try this stuff. I'll bring it in for you.
I'm all right.
I'll bring it in. The other hero is a guy who returned it's also a Ring doorbell cam. He returned a lost purse to a woman. I believe this was Australia. And they just had a great conversation. She wasn't home. She wanted to give him a reward, and he said, I won't hear of it.
You had my bag?
Yeah, I got your bag. Are you Georgia Louise Girelli?
I've been crying my eyes out. How have you got my bag?
Found it at a petrol station. Do you want to grab it off me?
I'm my friend's house in Warville. Can you please leave it behind the wheelie bin? Listen, what's your number? I'm going to send you some money.
Nah, just pay it forward. Just do something nice for the next person. You have a good night, yeah?
What? Thank you so. There's some money in the purse. Take some money out the purse.
Georgia, listen, I'm a firefighter. I don't need money for doing a good deed, yeah?
How about this? Is that just to give you a good feeling, just
Listen.
to hear him talk?
I love her.
Put it behind the wheelie bin.
Oh, I love a wheelie bin.
But yeah, don't you? Is that England or is that Australia? I don't
It's
even
hard
know.
to tell.
I know. I couldn't figure it out either.
They sound British.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm not going to take your money for doing a good deed. I'd have been rummaging through the thing. As soon as she said, hey, let me give you some, there's money in there. I'd been
How much can I take?
Take back the purse and the wheelie bin.
Exactly. I've already got your wheelie bin out here. I thought that was really nice, though. And the other hero is Hulk Hogan. Apparently, the wrestler, Hulk Hogan, is being credited for a heroic act. He and his wife and a friend of theirs named Dave were driving and saw a car accident where a woman flipped over and she was stuck inside the car. The airbag had deployed and she was stuck inside the car. So this guy with Hulk Hogan, they go over. His wife, Sky, they take a sharp object and deflate the airbag and then help her out of it. When paramedics arrived, they said, you did the right thing. It's
I would have
You
thought
related it. Great.
Yeah, they did it. They
Remember
got
his song? I am a real American.
Yeah, that's right.
That's Hulk.
I would have thought I was dead.
If Hulk Hogan...
If when I came to, the first thing I see is Hulk Hogan going, reach for me, brother.
Yeah, that's right. That's what he
I'd
did.
been like,
That's what he
I'm
did.
dead.
That's incredible that he did that, though. It's cool. They call him a hero. The driver was young. She's 17 years old and was okay after the accident. But the paramedics said this could have been fatal.
Yeah.
Father loves you.
Can I get a selfie? Father thinks, I know you are.